Hello, my name is Emily Cartwright, and this is Culinary 310, Principle of the Plate. And today we'll be making potato red lentil hash. To start off our mise en place, I've got red lentils, butter, fresh herbs such as tarragon, thyme, and rosemary, 3 medium baked potatoes, and 2 pounds of mustard greens. I chose mustard greens. You can choose collard greens or kale, it's up to you. We're going to go ahead and boil 2.5 cups of water and add in our 1 cup of red lentils. Now these are going to boil for about 10 to 15 minutes before we drain them. But while those are boiling, we're going to go ahead and prep our ingredients. Now here we already have our washed and peeled yellow onion, and we're just going to chop this. Now we're going to go ahead and chop this other half. Now, while chopping this, we're going to go ahead and melt our 2 tablespoons of butter. Now here I added a little bit more salt, and then I added in my baked potatoes and I just stirred those. Now that there, after stirring the salt and the potatoes in, you're going to cook those for 10 minutes. You're not going to stir it, you're just going to sit there and it's going to cook on medium heat. Now after that 10 minutes of cooking, you're going to add in your lentils. And then you're going to go ahead and cook that for 5 minutes. And if it's looking a little dry, you're going to add some butter. It is up to you. Now the hash will start to form a bottom while cooking, and we're going to toss it. However, mine was not sticking to the crust. It was sticking to the pot. But I feel like this consistency is pretty good for a hash. So we cooked down those mustard greens and we just plated them on all 4 of our plates. Now this is a bed of mustard greens. This isn't necessarily its own item, so we're going to go ahead and put the hash on top of the greens. Now here, and you're going to see that I sized up plates because the smaller ones were not working with me. And no, with plating items, you're always going to change your mind. So I believe it was a good decision to get the bigger plates, especially since I was adding on my other components of the dish, the fish and salsa. So here I'm adding in my poached fish. And again, throughout this whole clip of this video, I am changing up plating. I'm trying to figure out how this looks best. Here we go. I figured on just setting the salmon up kind of on the greens, with the hash on top of the greens and then adding the salsa on top of the fish. I feel like it's a little crowded, but I'm not too sure. Altogether though, the components tasted nice together. The fish was nice and flaky. Yes, I feel like I did well. Plating was a bit weird. I don't believe I got it right. I'm sure I can make it better eventually. Here we are cutting into the fish. It's all just flaking off.